Here it comes, starting its display from the Flying Bulls all the way from Salzburg Airport in Austria. The beautiful and amazing sounding Bristol Sycamore Mark 52. Helicopter to the Royal Air Force service, designed by a team under an Austrian emigre by the name of Raoul Hafner, who joined the Bristol Aeroplane Company post-war. And oh, the noise of the 9-cylinder air-cooled Aldous Leonides radial engine at 550 horsepower. Aircraft, it brings an immense smile to the face to see. The sole airworthy example of this pioneering British military helicopter anywhere in the world. The first Mark 11 Sycamores went into RAF service for Army support duties. The Mark 12 followed. That was for use on search and rescue tasks and anti-submarine reconnaissances with Royal Air Force Coastal Command. It was the Mark 13 that brought the Sycamore into regular RAF search and rescue, or air-sea rescue as it was known then, service in April 1953. That was with number 275 Squadron. And when, in 1953, the Queen's Coronation Review flypast took place over RAF Odium in Hampshire, it was one of 275 Squadron Sycamores that led the formation. Sycamores equipped Royal Air Force search and rescue units around the country at North Coast, in Lincolnshire, Horsham Space, which is now Norwich International Airport, Thornaby, at Chivenor, Devon, and at Lucas in Fife. And they saw important overseas Royal Air Force service too. For example, in 1956, they started equipping number 284 Squadron in Cyprus. They became the first RAF helicopters to perform night flying and troop insertions in the mountains. One famous operation in 1958 saw 5 Sycamores, 34 troops near a terrorist down picked up in the Troodos mountain range in Cyprus. The operation that followed led to the death of the chief staff to IOCA, the Greek Cypriot separatist movement. They were deployed to Borneo, they were deployed to Aden. They were used by the Central Flying School for training RAF helicopter instructors. The last RAF user was number 32 Squadron on communications duty. They weren't retired until August 1972. The Bristol 171 model was put to many civilian uses, not least by British European Airways, BEA, and there were several overseas customers, Australia for example, with the Royal Australian Air Force and the Royal Australian Navy. The Belgian Air Force used them for rescue duties in the Congo, and they were used in West Germany by both the Air Force, the Luftwaffe, and the naval air arm, the Marineflieger. That's where the history of this one began, and it's a remarkable history. It dates from 1957. It served as a Luftwaffe VIP transport, rotary wing trainer and search and rescue platform. It's also used by the German Marineflieger naval air arm on search and rescue duties. It was struck off charge by the Air Force in 1969. A large number of Sycamores then went on to the German Civil Register, including this one, man called Karl Müller, based in Mellinghausen in Lower Saxony in northwest Germany, fought in its use in various roles until 1988 when a Swiss vineyard owner called Peter Schmidt acquired the aircraft. He also bought a second airworthy one and several more airframes for spares use. He based them at Altenrhein on Lake Constance. inquiring about a possible sale. Soon they were won round. Bought by the Flying Bulls, moved their Hangar 8 maintenance facility in Salzburg in November 2010. Hangar 8, the sister building to Hangar 7, the incredible vision in steel and glass that is their main display hangar there. I'm sure many of you have seen pictures at the very least of it if you haven't been to it yourselves. With this aircraft came 5 other airframes, 80 rotor blades, multiple engines. Dieter Hasebrink headed up the restoration effort. The main concern was the rotor blades. Flying Bulls put them through all sorts of stress and other tests. Normally they have to be removed after every 10 flying hours for scanning to make sure they're in tip-top condition. It made its first flight as part of the Flying Bulls fleet in July 2013. Had to become a certified test pilot because of the lack of Sycamore instructors and examiners. Indeed, to this day, he's still the only Sycamore pilot in the world. It came permit to fly on the Austrian register in early 2016, and it's come to Britain this year as part of the 100th anniversary celebrations of the Royal Air Force. Clark told me a couple of years ago, it's very difficult to fly because you have a lot of forces on the cyclist and collective control. It's not like a bomber helicopter, because I like it very much. In the course of this tour to the UK this summer, the Sycamore has been back to its birthplace at Weston-super-Mare, where it spent some days with the helicopter museum there. And after this show at Yeovilton, it's going to the old Bristol factory airfield at Yeovilton in Bristol to spend a few days there with the magnificent new museum that has just been constructed there, the Bristol Aerospace Centre, before going on to further appearances prior to going home to Austria. It's one of the most superb historic aeroplanes flying in Europe, and it was beautifully presented there by Siegfried Schwarz from the Flying Bulls, the Bristol Sycamore Mark 52. And that ends the first part of our flying programme at the RNAS Yeovilton International Air Day 2018. We're now going into a lunch break of, I should think, about